baked into like the binary. But you can see Vulkan, I have nothing implemented really except for the device creation, because I've just been, haven't gotten to. I have my own shader language. So I only have to write shaders one time, basically. And this gets, I have a little shader compiler thing that translates them into either HLSL code, which is like what this is currently running. So this is like the generated HLSL code from the shader I was just looking at. But if I like switch to OpenGL, and I just recompile, rebuild everything, this will turn into GLSL code, which is nice. And then on top, so I generate the backend shader languages. So I have that implemented for HLSL, GLSL, and Metal. And on top of translating the shader code itself, I also deal with the vertex formats and buffers from the shader files. So so basically, like this is how I specify uniform buffers. I just call them uniform buffers because I kind of like the terminology from OpenGL. And the same is true for like constant buffers and all of that fun stuff. But like I can specify a like a uniform buffer just in the shader code, and then at build time, my shader compiler sees this, and it will generate me some header files for my graphics backend. So like if I go to the generated code section of my build output and go to graphics that generated that HPP and find like the uniform buffer. Let's see, what was it? This one maybe, I think it was. So like here's my generated C++ struct from my uniform buffer from the shader code. So like if I just add to this thing, like let's add like a new parameter called color, and then we can just multiply this by color. And if I just like rebuild this, we should see that color ends up in here. So here it is. And then the cool thing is I can just go into my game code, wherever it is, scene. Let's see where I set this. I set this here. So like I can just add a color here. Do a float 4, because that's what type it is. So we'll make everything red as like a demonstration. And now everything's red, which is cool. And the cool thing is that this works like across all of the APIs, so I don't need to change any of my game code because the build tool just handles all of the translation of all the shaders file stuff and all the uniform buffers. And the same is true for the vertex formats. So like I can specify my own vertex formats just like directly within the shader code that uses the vertex data, which is cool. So like this forward shader vertex takes in a position normal UV, but like this line doesn't take anything interesting. Let me see. Let me find a different one. So like here's a shader that just takes in a position as its vertex format. And then like the cool thing is I get structs for those that get generated. So like in my model language code here, you can see like this GFX vertex forward. This is just in the header file. So like yeah, I kind of have like my own reflection thing. And this was complicated because not all of the APIs pack their structs in the same way. So like the alignment requirement of like the members of the structs for like the uniform buffers, for example, it's not consistent. And yeah, that would be cool if I could generate directly in this Vervi. In theory, it's possible because I have. So like my compiler has the full syntax tree of the language, right? And like right now I just generate code from the syntax tree, right? But like in theory I could go further and actually generate, you know, bytecode or something. That sounds pretty difficult though, so I'm not doing that. But I have all of that information.
What was
if I
that
want
one
to
thought
do that. But yeah, it's kind of cool because a lot of the boilerplate kind of stuff you need to do is handled for me, with like the layout bindings and all of that stuff, figuring out like what the offsets should be. So I just generate these tables and then load them in, or I just reference these tables in my backend code based on like the asset type or the arguments I give to my render commands. So yeah, that's that's how that works. It's kind of funny with it being red. Maybe red's kind of an intense color. Yeah, and the sky uses a different shader, so that's why the sky is blue, of course. I don't know. Is the future risky? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think game engine programming is very, very complicated, so I don't think it's like a direct. Like I don't think AI is a direct risk. CS is computer science, so it's just like a degree that people get at Tokyo Split. Yeah. Now he does marathon streams too, so I respect that. I could go longer, but then I start getting hungry. Like I'm getting hungry now, and I think that's why I'm starting to crash a little bit here. I was on a roll earlier. But okay, so before I do that, before I crash and die, let me get some extra stuff built in here. So let me see, what do I have? Let me see. So I need stuff like this for my material type. Material entry. Yeah, Tokyo Spliff is crazy. He's so funny to watch though. I love watching his streams. It's cool to see you stopping by the way, Soding. Big fan. It's the legend is in the house. Alright, so we need to change this to be this. And I have this defined in two places because this is crossing the boundary of my application. this is kind of neat, actually. CS2 is major. Counter-Strike. He's a third year on Counter-Strike. Alright, let's see. So we need in material. We just need to have the same thing over in same comments, basically. I kind of hate defining this thing in two places. This is not the best. And this is going to break a bunch of stuff, unfortunately.
Now we are ready to start the actual development. We'll begin by creating our first window. First, we need to include the GLFW library. We also include the output stream to display debug messages. Before using the library, we need to initialize it. If not glfw init, return -1. So if we failed to initialize the library, then return -1. Next, we attempt to create a window. This is done by calling the function that is called glfw create window. It accepts the next parameters. So the first parameter, the width, let it be 1280. The next parameter is height of the window, so 720 for us.
Yo, what's up, Tiny Tim? It's Tiny Tim, bro. What's good, Tiny Tim? What's good, Tiny Tim, bro? Sorry, I've been away for a minute. I'm really busy recently. Busy doing what? What could you possibly be busy doing? What could you possibly be busy doing, bro? What the fuck? What the fuck? Boy. What the fuck is this? What is happening? Oh no. What is happening here? I don't know what's going on. I need to know what is going on. I need to know what is going on. What's happening here? I have no idea. What is going on? I have no clue. It isn't looking good. Doing boring stuff? Like what? What is going on? I'm so confused. Don't know what's happening. Ooh, what is going on? What is going on? What is happening here? What is going on? Dude. Oh my god, bro. What? I just sang you a melody from an ancient time. Ooh, what is going on? What the fuck? What? You guys want to see my wife? And you're back? Yeah, I'm back. Zoe Mallory, also known as Guy in Disguise. Also known as Dude. What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? How's it going, bro? See, everything you say to me sounds like it would come from a dude. Like when you say like, "Oh, Dragon Ball Z, that's a green flag." Guys like Dragon. I've never met no girl who liked Dragon Ball Z. I've never met no woman who's like Dragon Ball Z. They don't exist. What? What? You think girls are gross? We get it. I don't think girls are gross. I don't think girls are gross because look, hold on. Oh, ain't it? I don't think girls are gross because, hold on. Because look, it's Ramen Noodle. If I thought girls were gross, why do I have a picture of Ramen Noodle on my screen? Checkmate. What is going on? What? Should I watch Dragon Ball? Yeah, I would recommend it. What? Zoe, I don't even know if you're like a real one, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. And you live in Canada. Like, what are we supposed to do if you live out in the fucking Canada region? Alright, you're thousands of miles away. I don't know what you're expecting out of this. What, you want to send me naked pictures and I can send you some back? And we can sext? Like, that's going to be boring. Like, there's no point in talking to a girl unless she's, like, next door. Like, unless they're, like, right in front of you. It's like, what? What are we doing here, you know? This is basically pornography, and I don't care for that. What's with the question marks? I'm just being real. You're not expecting anything? Okay. I'm not expecting anything. Why do girls say shit like that? Women are so goofy. They're like, I'm not expecting nothing. I'm just here. I'm just woman. I'm just a woman. Just sitting here. Waiting for something to happen to me. Is that how you think? What? Here for the vibes, of course you are. See, that sounds like something a guy would say, honestly. Here for the vibes, something a gay guy would say. What? I bought this like course on how to build your own game engine, and I'm already stuck on what the fuck to do, cause like what the fuck. I'm trying to open up this file, and the file isn't opening. I got it to work on my laptop, but I can't get it to work on my PC. And now I'm pissed. What is going on? What? What is going on? I see it in your asshole. What is going on? I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my hole is. But all I really can say is I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. Oh, there we go. I'm silly. I got it working now. I'm like a bird. I wanna fly away. Is this what you're here for, Zoe? Is this what you want to see? Is this what you wanted and more? Zoe, with your fat ass. With that fat ass. Singing is yeah, know your talents. Yeah. Yeah, it is one of my talents. I got a lot of talents. You want my seat or what? That's what I'm gonna start saying to women. Be like, yeah, That's what I got. So you want my child or what? You trying to have my babies, bitch? Let's go right now. No. I do not want to give my freedom like that. I feel like women try to take your freedom away from you. I like how the popular idea is that men oppress women, but it's not true. I feel like women oppress men with their vaginas. It's like they're trying to steal your they're trying to steal your fucking freedom away, bro. Like literally, it's like, "Uh-oh, I'm pregnant now." It's like, "No! Fuck! No!" It's like, "No!" It's like, "Fuck." Imagine that. You want to be oppressed? Nah, I don't want to be oppressed. I like my freedom. I'm going to oppress you with my balls in your mouth, bitch. I'm going to press your mouth with my testicles. Bro. Like, oh my God. They're like, haha, I'm taking your freedom away from you. I'm just a girl. Haha. I'm stealing from you. Haha. Haha, you fell for the trick. And now you're stuck here. And now you're stuck. Now you gotta be a daddy. Now you gotta be a papa. That's what girls do to you. Now you're stuck here forever with me. No, bitch. I'm out of here. You can raise that shit by yourself. I got other shit I gotta do. I pity the poor women that had to deal with you in the past. I pity them too. Alright, back to work. Honestly, they're lucky I gave them even like a smidgen of attention. They're very lucky. Some of these girls just don't even deserve to breathe the same air as me, to be honest. It's like, why are you breathing my air right now? Why are you even in the same room as me? All two of them? Nah. 50 years of existence? Nah. Bitch, we're like the same age. Okay? How old are you? Like 22? 23? Where's Letitia? Letitia's dead. Okay, she's gone. 24? Yeah, bitch, you're old as fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking talking about 50 years. 24, you're already fucking... You're already at the fucking end of your shelf life. What are you fucking talking about, bitch? No way you're younger than 24 with that hairline. First of all, I've had this hairline since I was 17. So shut the fuck up. Secondly, you're a woman. So shh. I can even show you my driver's license too. That shit was all the way up to here. I literally just turned like 22 last week. Oh shit. So if anything, you're the grandma here. You're the one who fucking rocking my cradle. Leave the hairline alone. Now I feel bad. Why? It's masculine. I like balding. Because it means I'm not a fucking tranny. Why the fuck would I'm a guy. Okay? Think I care about a fucking hairline? God gives his strongest Norwoods to his greatest soldiers. So I don't want to hear it. The only guys who obsess about hairlines want to be women. Low key. Because they want to have light, nice, long, flowing hair so that a guy can come up behind him and grab it so while they rail their ass cheeks. That's what the looks maxing guys are on. They want to be like beautiful and pretty like women so a guy can come up to them and pull on their hair and start fucking their ass. Literally. That's what they want. Alright, back to work. This chick said, "No, I feel bad. You should have felt bad when you didn't send me your ass right now, at this moment. On Discord. That's what you should feel bad about." Alright. Son of a bitch. What? Squiggles are disabled? What the fuck does that mean? One of the looks maxing dudes ran someone over on stream. They all messed up. Yeah, I saw that. Anyways, he's a queer bag and he should be ignored. He sold this. By the way, I want you all to know something. When they say a person sold their soul, when a person says they sold their soul, just so you know, that's like a real thing. Like the devil is like a real like living person in the world. Like a guy like Clavicular, he got famous overnight because he got fucked in the ass by a demon, and he came inside because he's a fag, and now he's famous. No one heard about this guy like 2 months ago, but now all of a sudden he's everywhere. He got fucked in the ass by a demon, also known as Satan, and he gave him like a shitload of clout on the internet. So I want you all to remember that whenever you see a person with a platform that's really famous for no reason on the internet, they sold their soul, they're going to hell, ignore them, don't listen to them, don't be influenced by them, block them out because they're gone. They're gone! Sorry to say. So here's the deal, little Tiny Tim, check it. Asmongold going, hey dude, he is. You think I'm joking? You think Assmangold is he's fucked? He's a literal fucking nobody. He's there's nothing even remotely interesting about him. Okay, he had to go suck on some wiener to get that amount of people watching him, okay, for no fucking reason. Alright, so he's done, just so you know. Assmangold, they call him Assmangold because he was giving out the ass, alright, at all the fucking Diddy parties, okay? He went up to some really rich person and he got clapped. That's why he has his hair all long. And he's like, you know what, man, that ass you got, man, is gold. That's how he came up with his name, Assmangold. Because some elite was like, hey man, that ass man is gold. And he's like, ass man gold? That's going to be my name. And that's how it started. And now he's here. And if you ever noticed something, a lot of these influencers, they talk about the news a lot. They try to keep you updated on stuff. Okay, I want to remind you something. Twitch used to be a platform for gamers, for people to just play games or just bullshit, like guys, to have fun. Then it became a softcore porn website with all the chicks showing their titties. And then you had all these weirdos coming on here. And now you have a bunch of super, ultra, hyper famous people on here fucking talking about the news or saying their opinions on shit. All this stuff is to make you more involved in the world. That's an illusion. Okay? It's an illusion. They're trying to get kids to gamble. They're trying to get kids hooked on porn. They're trying to get kids to fucking be all up in the news cycle. That doesn't matter. Fucking blow it out your ass, dude. It's all fake. Tiny Tim, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but as you get older, you're going to realize that much of the world is on some bullshit. Okay? And when you realize that, it's going to be the greatest moment of your life, buddy. Yo, look at my parents' fat ass cat though. What the fuck? Oops. Look at that look at that fat ass cat though. No idea how he got famous. I just told you how he got famous. He got railed in the ass. That's why he came up with the name Assmangold. He has golden man ass that he gave up to some elites. Oh, you are? Oh. Everyone around me is annoying, except for me. You guys want to see the books I got? I've been burning all my money. I want to be poor again. It's fun. I think being poor, there's a purity in living with not a lot of money. See, people like Ass Man Gold can't relate because money is his god. Alright, but my god is the one, eternal, all benevolent, all seeing God. Okay? His god is getting, I don't know what the fuck. He's just getting fucked in the ass. But, I don't know. It is what it is. Fucking Cinnamon. You're gross, dude. No, I don't actually. That was a joke. Look at what's going on here. Why the fuck isn't the folder opening? It worked last time. Now it doesn't want to fucking work.
Now we are ready to start the actual development. We'll begin by creating.
It's actually spelled Zoe. Did I ask what the fuck it's spelled? No way, Zoe. No way, Zoe. Zoe. Is Zoe even a real name? It sounds like a name you'd give to like a fake woman, like character. Zoe's like a fucking cartoon character name for a girl. Like you don't give that to your daughter. Who the fuck names their daughter Zoe? Like that's a horrible fucking name for a daughter. Is Zoe 101? Like, what were you thinking? Like, Zoe's the type of name you give to your daughter when you don't care about them. Like, when you think that they're not going to amount to anything. You're like, what should my daughter's name be? Zoe. So, her first name, in case I ever, like, picked an alphabetical order, she can be last. Zoe. Z. Any name with a Z, like any girl with a Z in her name, is gonna be quirky. You know, like Lizzie. The other worst one is naming your daughter Lizzie. Like Lizard. What the fuck are you doing? I knew one chick named Lizzie, and she was like a fucking freak. She liked noise music, and she didn't look like she brushed her teeth or washed herself. Her hair was all fucking greasy all the time. She had huge tits, but she was like really skinny for some reason. It made no sense. She had like some fucking psychotic episodes. She was like all over the place. Fucking all moles on her neck. She lives in Florida and she's a white girl. So her pale skin can't handle the sun damage, so it's all moles everywhere on her fucking neck. She's like obsessed with this fucking rapper. That's been for like 5 years. Like, dude, like, I don't know. Like, don't name your daughter with a Z or something. That's going to make them weird. Like, you should... Even Elizabeth is, like, a weird girl name. Elizabeth. She's into toes. She likes to toe suck. Elizabeth's into toe sucking. That's Elizabeth. Whenever I hear the name Elizabeth, that's a girl who likes to suck on toes. You have no sense of humor. How are you making fun of other names, Mr. Doe? The fuck? My name's not Mr. Doe. What about Zendaya? That's a horrible fucking name. Zendaya. It sounds like some African fucking bullshit name. Zendaya! She said, what a pretentious ass fucking woman. Saying shit like, oh, it's just the first name. There is no last name. It's just Zendaya. Like, you're not even a good actress. Fuck off. Like, all the fucking Gen Z actors and actresses suck dick. They all suck. All of them suck ass. Timothy Chalamet sucks. Zendaya sucks. That one dude who played Spider-Man, whatever the fuck his name, sucks. They all the problem with Gen Z people. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I'm not guilty of this either. But the fact of the matter is, we all look very young. We all look too young for our age. Like Timothy Chalamet's fucking 30, bro. He still has like a fucking adolescent face. Like we all do, because we grew up with like really good, like health. Like we weren't smoking as much. Like you know how it is. Like we just like fucking we're healthier than fucking our ancestors were. But whatever, you know, like it is what it is. Half of Gen Z actors are rappers. I don't know, bro. Like whatever, I don't care. But I think we should start injecting them with testosterone and HGH, so that way they can start looking older. What is your guys' opinion on the conspiracy theory that most of the girls in Hollywood are actually trans? They used to be guys. That's fucked up. You already sent me that one. Bobby, you gotta be careful with this because I don't want this accidentally showing on the camera. That'd be awkward. You already sent me that one. This shit. Listen, girl. You already sent me that one. I want one that's hot and fresh out the kitchen. Hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Sipping on coke and rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend.
Creating our first window. First, we need to include the GLFW library.
It's not working. So I don't know what the fuck. This is so fucking gay. What's today? Sunday? Bro. Ah! Come on, dude. What's going on here? Where's the repository, bro? I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, where is the repository? Where's the repository at? Okay. Where's the repository at? Where is the repository? Oh, where can it be? Send another one. What the fuck do you think this is? What, are you allergic to saying new shit? What the fuck's wrong with you? This is why I don't trust motherfuckers on the internet. Oh, where? No, we ain't doing that. Oh, where is... oh, where can it be? See, now you're being weird. Oh, where is my little da-da? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh, where is my little da-da? Stop being so hurry. Where the fuck is a repository? And why is it not working? Alright, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna give up. Do something else. There's only so much time I have in the day, and if I don't get this shit going, then we're gonna have to look at something else. At this point, dude, I think you're just a fucking guy. Because a bitch who can't fucking send me a selfie, that just automatically means you're a fucking dude and you're pretending to be a guy. You're pretending to be a girl. You're definitely a fucking dude. Not happening. Alright, GFLW. That's how you know these are fucking lizard people and shit. Like if you can't be honest, that means you're either a freak, a whore, a lizard person, a queer, or a trans person. Like you're one of those, or you're a guy who's like 50 years old or 40 or some shit, masquerading as a woman.
Create window.
GFLW/GFLW3.h. Oh, did it work? It might have worked. Hold on. Oh. Guess it worked. There you go. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna fucking get rid of this shit. Oh wait, what? Oh, now it works again. Okay, never mind. If
It accepts the next.
I've started to like look at women a lot different than I used to as well, because they do kind of almost act like gay guys sometimes. You know?
Parameters.
Like that's why they get along so well, is because they're just like they both want to be like retarded and gross. You know what I mean?
So the first parameter, the width, let it be 1280. The next parameter is.
It's like you're not a good human being. Well, there is no such thing as a good human being. That's why you have to fucking work hard to.
Height of the window, so 720 for us. Then title, let it be game development project. The rest of the parameters can be null. The function, as you can see, returns the pointer to GLFW window object. So GLFW window. Now we check whether the window was successfully created. If window is null, so if window is null, it means that something went wrong and we need to notify the user about that. Error creating window. Then we need to clean and terminate the GLFW library. This is done by calling GLFW terminate and return -1. If the window was created successfully, assembly, we enter the main event loop while not glfw window should close, window glfw all events. This loop runs as long as the window isn't instructed to close. So this loop. Inside the loop, we handle events like pressing the close button uses the function glfw poll events. And once the loop is finished, it means that we requested the window to be closed and cleared. We need to clear and clean the glfw library itself. So let's call it glfw terminate. And there is one simple hint for me personally, because I'm recording on my second screen, second monitor. I need my window to appear there. So because by default it appears on the first screen. And to do this, I simply need to set
Windows close.
the window pause. This is done by calling glfw set window pause. This function takes three arguments. The first is a pointer to the window that we have already created, so window. The second parameter is x-axis offset, so let it be 2000 for me, and the set parameter is y-axis offset, so for me it would be 150. And that's it. Now we are all set. Let's run the program.
Okay, let's see what we got. FW set window.
And see the result.
Dude, come on. Am I gonna have to go to Discord to do this? Alright, we're just gonna save this for now. I'll go back to it later. Okay. Fuck. What else to do? Shit. Could work on my website. Sure. Let's do that. Fuck. All right. Game time. This is why I fucking hate the internet. Like, I think at this point, I think it's just a bunch of fucking. There's like nobody who's like good on the internet. I might as well not even stream anymore, because if that's all it is, it's just fucking lame.